Previously, on A New Winter, I don't know what disturbed me more. It was either the look on Ian's face as he stared down at me from the front of his house, or the fact that the banging on the trapdoor had completely stopped. This is episode 7 of A New Winter. I lay in the grass trying to catch my breath, staring as the church stretched into the sky, smoke billowing into the heavens as if signalling to God about the hell that was visiting this town. As soon as I could breathe, I got back up to see a fire truck approaching. I waved my arms. "There's still someone in there, I think, a trapdoor by the altar." They nodded and went in to tackle the blaze. Just then the police turned up. They asked me what happened and I told them. I went into the church out of curiosity. Then I heard a strange noise coming from a trapdoor, and all of a sudden there was smoke. They looked dubious and told me to wait until the fire was out. I sat for about an hour until a fireman went up to talk to the police, and then they all turned to look at me. Shit, I thought. Should I run? Of course not. What would I be running for? It would automatically make me look guilty. The policeman went back to his car, and within 10 minutes the detectives from before were back. I knew this wasn't going to be good. "What happened here then?" "Well," I began, "I was walking by and..." "Yeah, don't worry, we heard all that," the female officer said. "Now tell us what really happened." "That is what really happened." "Well, I don't know what you think, Grames," the male officer said to the female one, "but it seems like this one here was trespassing." I remember sighing quite loudly, which immediately made me realise I probably gave the game away. I had to be honest now. I needed these guys on my side, and standing in front of a burnt-up church wasn't putting me in the best light. "Okay, look, I'll tell you what happened. I was calling Jackie and I heard a phone ring from inside there. Then, when I tried again, it was off. I reckon someone had turned it off, and I looked around and then heard a banging from a trapdoor by the altar, and that's when I was locked in. I had to smash a window to get out." The police officers looked at each other, trying to read each other's faces and whether to believe me or not. "Alright, look," I said, "I was locked in. So how do I get in if everything was locked? Why would I set fire to something and then lock myself in?" "Well, yeah, that's what we thought," Graham said, jotting something down on a notepad. "Look, what the hell is going on here?" "I don't know," I said, "honestly, but I need to know what's in that trapdoor because I'm telling you there was someone there." "Apparently nobody. But we're going in there to find out. They're giving us the all clear." "Nobody?" "No, that's impossible," I said. "I'm telling you, someone was banging against the trapdoor. It wasn't the wind or anything like that. It was someone there." "Well, look, stay here," they said. "We can have a look." And so I stayed. I remember pulling at the grass around me, like I was a kid, bored, trying to make sense of it all. Who had locked me in? I mean, was it a trap? They couldn't have known that I'd called Jackie at that very moment. Or maybe they could have. Had they just tried to murder me? No, there must have been an easier way than trying to set me on fire. I came to the conclusion that I was not supposed to have heard the call. And then, in a moment of panic, someone had locked me in. And perhaps tried to frame me in burning the church down. It's not exactly a master plan, but something that might be done in the heat of the moment, no pun intended. I was waiting for a while, but strangely I saw both police officers run out of Father Reynolds' house. They were shouting something that I couldn't quite hear. I ran past the female officer. "Stay right there," Graham shouted at me. She called into a radio to see if anyone had eyes on Reynolds. Oh fuck. Jackie, I thought. I could see another policeman waiting to stop me, and he was shouting at me too. Fuck it, I thought, she's dead. I know she's dead. I couldn't get any further. The female police officer, Graham's, caught up with me. "She's dead, isn't she?" I said. "Just tell me if she's dead." "She's not dead," Graham said. There's no one there, but it's a crime scene now, and I can't let you in. Why? What is it? What's in there? I don't understand. How did you get there when you went in the church? A tunnel, she said. There's a small tunnel running from shed to the church. A small underground room below. An old, tiny makeshift air shelter or something. Okay, so, I asked. There's evidence. Lots of evidence. He's had someone down there, we think. It's a dungeon. If you enjoy the show, please leave a review on your podcast platform of choice. For more info, including how you can support the show, please visit anewwinter.com. Music today was by Kevin MacLeod, Purple Planet Music and We Talk of Dreams. Thank you for listening to A New Winter.